right. Good morning. Would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number, please.
My name is Alana Taravella, and my DOC number is 750-346.
Hey, yes, from their end. Tell us your DOC number again.
750-346.
Okay. So, Ms. Taravella, you're classified as a first felony offender. You're currently serving a 10-year sentence for possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine. You have your parole eligibility date was October 16, 2023, and your good time date is October 15, 2024. Does that sound correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your case this morning has been assigned to Mrs. Jackson. Would you answer her questions?
Good morning, Ms. Taravella. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great.
Good. Let me ask you something. Do you have a federal detainer?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's the detainer for?
I've been sentenced to 15 years in the federal, to go to federal prison.
For what charges?
Conspiracy and felon with a firearm, I believe is what it is.
Conspiracy to do what?
To distribute drugs.
And when have you actually been sentenced in federal court?
Yes,
When
ma'am.
was that? When was that? When was your sentencing date?
I believe it was somewhere in October, maybe.
And where did you go to federal court?
I went to downtown Shreveport to the federal building. It
Yeah.
might have been a little earlier. It was right before I went for state. It was like 10 days in between my sentencing here.
Okay. So whenever you're released from here, you're gonna immediately be taken into federal custody, and you're not getting any credit on your federal sentence for the time you're in state custody. Is that correct?
I'm not for sure. They didn't tell me any of that.
Usually you don't. Sometimes, it's possible, but usually you don't. So your attorney didn't tell you anything about that?
I think if he did tell me something about maybe I can appeal for it.
And how long have you been in state custody on your current charges?
I've been down 25 months.
And that was the result of your revocation for possession with intent to distribute meth?
Yes, ma'am.
And where you and you haven't had any classes or enrolled in any programs over the last 25 months? I didn't see it in your file.
No, ma'am, they didn't offer classes in my parish, and then when I've been here, I wrote to Miss Staten and asked to be assessed to be placed in classes.
And how long have you been where you are now?
I've been in Tallulah for 7 months.
Okay, and in 7 months, you weren't able to get in any programs?
No, ma'am. I wrote to her 2 times. She told me in the last 5 or 6 months, I believe, I'd be placed into classes.
All right. That's pretty much all I have, Miss Taravella. Okay. All right, that's all I have.
Ms. Jones, is there any input from the facility?
No, ma'am.
Anything you want to say to us, Ms. Taravella, before we vote?
I did have a statement that I would like to read.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm 41 years old. I've been incarcerated since June of 21. The past 2 years I've spent reevaluating my life and the choices that I made. that landed me here. I have renewed my relationship with the Lord and transformed my negative attitudes into a positive, sober, and happier me. I realize now how my drug addiction negatively affected and literally destroyed my life as well as others. I spend time now reading my Bible and strive to be a better mother, grandmother, daughter, and sister. I still have to go to federal prison after I'm released from DOC and plan to continue to work on my relationship with the Lord and my family. I plan on release to get a job and be a better mother, grandmother, and a productive member of society.
Where's your family today?
My dad is in New York and my son is in Mississippi and I have a sister in Shreveport.
Did they know you were coming up for this hearing today?
Yes, my sister said she was gonna be here today.
No, maybe she's watching on the YouTube. We didn't have any any guests for you today. I was just curious as to why.
Yes, she said she was going to. I'm not for sure. She maybe couldn't take off of work or something.
Yeah.
Not quite for sure. I talked to her yesterday and she said it was on for today. So I'm not quite for sure why she's not here.
Well, you do, I just was trying to get, you do have contact with your immediate family. And you have their, I do see your father's did respond and I see he is in New York.
Yeah, once I get ready to go home, he's my support right there. He's gonna make sure I do right and get on my feet.
Okay, I think we're prepared to vote, Mrs. Jackson. Okay. Ms. Taravella, my vote today is going to be to grant your early release to the federal detainer.
Mr. Green?
I concur.
My vote also is to grant to the federal detainer, so you can go start working on that. Good luck to you. You've been granted to the detainer. Good luck.
Thank you.